Good morning, and my goodness has it been an eventful day, or rather yesterday was an eventful day. I'm sure today will be slightly dull in comparison, but there'll be a lot of analysis going on. And I wanted to start by looking at an article by Patronising Wyatt. Maybe we should call it Patronella, right? Because it is the most patronising and vicious stuff that she's written about Prince Harry. She starts, her entire article is based on a comparison, and it's very sort of snooty. There's a character called Lochinvar from a ballad by Sir Walter Scott. He's a knight who arrives at the feast, the bridal feast of Ellen, his beloved, who's about to be married to a laggard in love and a dastard in war. And Lochinvar claims a dance. And, oh, young Lochinvar is come out of the west, and so on. I think it's a bit obscure, but, you know, all praise to obscurity. However, this obscurity gives her one line only, that he's less Lochinvar and more louche. And I think that's a bit rich, really. So, the problem with Prince Harry is that, as I say, I think he's done his job brilliantly. I don't think he's done enough in a courtroom to win his case. I think other people might win his case for him, but he certainly has not won his case. He's not laid any decisive blows. I don't think he was intended to, unless his barrister was simply taking money on false pretenses. I don't think anybody would have expected him to land the final blow. But I think his adversaries might be tripped up into spilling the beans. And as I've said before, out of the 33 selected cases, he's only got to win one to prove his point. But he's already made the case. And I think now Fleet Street, or what was formerly Fleet Street, the newspapers, and indeed television, are going to realise that this will set a precedent. This is a scene changer of grand design. And so there is a scurry to try and block Harry. I don't think it's going to be possible. And Patronising Wyatt is one of these writers. She doesn't write terribly well anyway. She's like a sort of poor man's Boris Johnson. Oh my goodness, he's in the news, isn't he, of course, as well. Boris Johnson wrote beautifully and wrote beautiful columns. Wyatt is a pale imitation, and she's equally vapid and equally evanescent, equally slight. But there's no substance in it. There's no froth. When you eat a meringue, you want it to be light and melt on the tongue, but you want to be able to see something. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to write home about. It's just a white blob on top of second-rate and slightly tart lemon curd. So her big complaint is that she's spoken to a family friend of Chelsea Davy, who says that Harry did not consult Chelsea before going to court. And she says, Davy is married and has a young child. Did it not occur to Harry, who feels every prick of life like a dagger, that revisiting the flora of their affair might distress this blameless person who, unlike Meghan, backed out of the strobe lights? Did he even bother to consult her before he sued? According to a Davy family friend, he did not. Once again, his willingness to share details about personal relationships with women makes him less Lochinvar than louche. His constant cri de coeur is that no one comprehends how he feels. Well, Harry, my boy, I do. My phone was hacked. It's a Me Too article. It's a Me Too article. And then why does she use the word cri de coeur? Because she wants to appear grand. Why does she use comprehend when no will do? Because she wants to appear grand. This is an article about superiority and about her superiority and how she knows better than Harry. What an absolute plonker. What an absolute plonker, but I expect we'll get much more of this from a whole range of writers over the next 2 or 3 weeks, because the newspapers are trying to win this battle and they will be gunning for Harry. Gunning for him.